November 11, 2022. Marcus Giovanni here. Kelly Brough, the end of Kelly J. Brough, hashtag Kelly Brough, hashtag Kelly J. Brough news. Now, when you look at Kelly Longtime, that is her entire essence of her. Her $474,000 a year, she made more than Barack Obama, bloviating and spewing crap. She's just a cheerleader. She's the head of the high pressure salespeople that sell timeshares. Because like when the from what I hear, this is just rumors. No one asks her, but she makes a retirement of $475,000 a year. This is what's said. Nobody's asked her. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna want to see what her pension, what her contract looks like, her retirement contract. That's why she was able to take the job from fake and bias Janine Davidson, PhD over there at the Metropolitan State University of Denver, or is it Denver Metropolitan State University? I've heard it pronounced so many different ways. I know the right way, folks, but they don't know the right way. And what this is showing Kelly the door before she even gets to it. All her friends, all the bloviating bullshits come out of that red lips of hers. And see, she's not that young spring chicken that got her that job in the first place. The only thing that Kelly has tied to her name of any importance is how she survived outrunning her brothers. See, when they were little, their dad and mom bought themselves a snowblower, one of them little kiddie rides. And so she outran them to be the first woman snowblower, and then she ran them over with that little truck that they had. You know that's fake, right? But that's how ridiculous this looks. This is how ridiculous Kelly looks. She's a former, she's outdated, she's tried to manipulate all of her different ways and means that brought her to the Kellyness that she is. Outdated, former, manipulator, pig with red lips. Okay, she's a democracy slut. And so was all the other candidates. Ian Tafoya, when you look up Ian Tafoya PDF or Kelly Brough PDF, Google search all the candidates, and you'll find out which candidates the city has picked already as their candidate mayor. And it's Kelly, because Lisa Calderon, do Lisa Calderon PDF. I've already videotaped this. So Paul Lopez, that piece of shit. Sometimes Paul gets unruly. I hope you get unruly with me, Paul. I sleep with one eye open. You're a punk, dude. You're a punk. We send him emails. See, we're giving them enough playing of the games to see where they take it. And so when they came out with the very first person that got a PDF file for their municipal candidate affidavit to even declare that you're a candidate, bona fide. And so Kelly was the first one, because as soon as I got the alert that they did that, I went and I Google searched my name, PDF. You don't see it. And so I sent him an email, told him I was going to sue him, and just to get them all talking. Oh, he thinks he's going to... I already know what they were saying, man. I could show a judge. When you look at how simple that the administrator, especially the main guy down there at Denver elections, yeah, he's gone. All of their friends are all buddies of Hancock's and Paul Lopez. They all went to school together. They shared the same girlfriends. You know how that goes, folks. Those kind of guys that think that they're the center of the universe when they're the center of the dark web. And I'm going to personally send Paul Lopez 5280 to the dark web. He's already headed there. Hashtag Paul Lopez 5280. He's done. None of them people know it because all their IT people already know that they're bullshitting their bosses, and then they got to go. You know, in the Denver Technology Services Department, I can fire all 3 head departments. I could go in there and tell you what hardware they're using, the software they're using. I can go into all their administrative files. I can tell you when data was uploaded to their servers. Everything. I don't need to hire anybody to do that, folks. That's the kind of mayor I am. That's a super administrator. He doesn't need anybody to tell him what to do. I don't. But for me, I can tell 100 handlers what to do, and they'll keep me on track, keeping them busy. Give me 200 handlers. Give me 7,000. Give me 11,000 handlers. And I'll make super administrators out of every single one of them. One meeting, one night meeting, that's what we're going to do with the city employees. I'm going to make them all super administrators. We have programs, wizardknowsalltellsall.com, disinformationczar.us, cityandcountyofdenver.us, cityandcountyofdenver.com, .net, .org, .company. Folks, when I saw the algorithms of the collapse of the city and county of Denver in the new digital world, it don't look pretty. It didn't look pretty. And when you have people coming out, just talk. And this is what's going to happen in New York. And we needed, you know, when I tell everybody, we have to wait till everybody comes out of the closet. So and then find out the reactionary of the voters, so that artificial intelligence can get a good grip on everybody that came out. Days before the election, during the election, I sent different GOP candidates that all lost. I sent them all an email, and they all lost. Right now, Carrie Lake is the only one that's holding on that I sent an email to. And see, what happens, folks, is when the Republicans started going after the senator that Dr. Oz, I did a piece on Dr. Oz. I was surprised he got this far, but he was able to put, he's a communicator, a heart surgeon communicator. But to tell a bunch of lemmings and simpletons that a heart surgeon's better than a guy that had a stroke who survived and still went to work. Was his name Fetterman? I mean, take Republicans out of the picture, folks. That's a fucking fighter, man. Okay? And they tried to, and see, that's one thing about Democrats, man. You're not going to go and say you're one thing, and see, but Democrats haven't. It's such an oxymoron with these people, trying to find out who's real, who's fake, who's biased, who's for democracy, who's not. Well, now artificial intelligence knows, and it goes by the conversations that these people have, all their emails, all their text messages, all their photos, all their videos that have their latent voice prints in it. And this is why you see a lot of me, because that's what I write. I build handles. I verify handles. I've been telling people this for years, and they laugh. Well, he thinks he develops handles. And when YouTube came out and said that they were... So when they all came out and started spreading their jelly, old Kelly Longtime, that's what we call her.
Kelly Longtime. See, Kelly Longtime. Okay. Longtime Kelly. Yeah.
Long time bullshit, man. And these are the women that we're supposed to choose from. So I'm a voter, right? And all I see is all kinds of mayoral women candidates all locked up on that first woman trip. And that's going to be the thing that finally puts the coffin in the city and county of Denver's social authority rankings, scores. And you 18, 28, and 38-year-olds, all the way through 18 to 38, y'all better start telling your mom and dad about the internet. Tell your grandma and grandpa that what I'm saying is real. The metaverse belongs to all of us, especially in the city and county of Denver. Their partisan hack ship for 60 years is not going to work anymore. On January 1, they're really going to. Oh, man. And you know what? You think about all these people and their bloviate that they would know what that they can't do this. We're going to go back to dovetail back to New York City. You had all kinds of stars, all kinds of. Even the governor that won told everybody the crime's all in your head. Don't believe what you see, believe what they tell you. And they went for it because they weren't going to have anybody tell them what to do. They would rather have party before life, party before peace, party before community, and party before the nuclear family. They're destroying the family. I mean, our adversaries are watching. These next 2 years, you think that just because they won that things are going to change? They're going to get worse, man. Are we that fucking stupid here in Denver? Please don't let it happen, folks. You know, you better tell your IT people to shut the fuck up. Especially all those in Denver, the Denver Technology Center within the Denver government. They're all fucking garbage. Just like Scott Cardenas. He $4 million Oracle boy because he didn't want to read the terms and conditions. And I saw it coming. Go ask them. I contacted their offices and I was telling them folks, they're all lying, but we got it on digital cloud. So and the more they talk, and see, it doesn't happen until the next year because we're going toward the end of the year. The hourglass is almost, the sand in the hourglass is almost up. And those final grains that are pounding the rocks below, or the sand below, whatever, the glass below. The glass ceilings that everybody talks about breaking is going to be our own glass ceiling by people that have just had enough of our bullshit. You don't think that our other countries, our adversaries, are monitoring, are shadowing everything that we fucking do and say? That's China, folks. And so why we get hoopla into TikTok and all these other apps that are controlling your phones and sending you information based off everything you talk about. So if you talk about hate, you talk about destroying people's properties, and you guys are sending emails and all, policemen are looking at that now. They're taking the object-oriented programming content and reversing it, and they're using people's voices to find them. I won't tell you how they do that, but it's called voice indexing, crosstalk indexing. You can leave your phone at home and thinking, oh, I'm going to go and cause havoc. I left my phone at home. But if anybody in your crew or anybody near within a Bluetooth voice, they can find you just off your voice, folks. This is like enemy of the state on steroids. As soon as they talk, they don't, your phone is your new device that is your, like if you were wearing a wire, well, your phone's the new wire. It's your new everything. It knows everything. More than if the FBI put a wiretap on you, put a wire on you, and you walked into somewhere and talked. Now you just use your cell phones and the guy's phone next to it. And then they got the Bluetooth, so they can sweep the whole room to connect everybody's Bluetooth together, so they can find out who everybody in the room. Because everybody in the room is now attached, connected to all the conversations in that room. And then you want to know manipulation, folks? Now they can take anybody in that room and then fit them into any crime that they want to fit into the crime. And right now we're at a crossroads of dark web or IoT. And on January 1, when Kelly wakes up, her world's just going to be the same. She's going to be detached from the IoT. Everybody that's connected to her. This goes for Andy. This goes for Ian Tafoya. Ian Tafoya got a PDF. Hashtag Ian Tafoya PDF. So did Jesse. And see, the reason why they only did 3, no other candidates got the PDF files, folks, of their affidavit. Now, they might have already put it in there. They just didn't upload it because they didn't expect a person like me. They should have realized I've been doing this for 12 years. But those people down at Denver elections are the scummiest fucking people in the world. We're talking their administrators. They all get on TV. They all pull this shit. That's why we're not doing the e-sign verification, folks. Because I sued them. I uncovered their bullshit. You know, and it's sad because these folks are going to take it all the way down to the end where it's going to cost all their social credit system scores and rankings. They're going to be completely null and void why they're into the dark web. And the dark web, folks, you're going to, everything that these people are talking about, the opposite, is going to hit their places. When they go Google searching, it's going to be smut. It's going to be the worst underbelly of society. And they're going to be going, why is this stuff just, I mean, nothing but, because you guys reaped what you sowed, man, in the digital world. And when I look at that Colorado Politics for Denver Right News, that's it's not a company, it's a platform. Soon to be company. We've been getting offers on that. Because when you get the right people that know how to write and do the right thing, I don't do the right thing. It's the wrong thing according to all of them, but yet I'm right on the front page like I tell everybody. And so those that want to think beyond the streets of Denver and how they smell and the way they really look and all the graffiti just plaguing us because those people have moved in from Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles. Why they ran from record high crimes and all this, they move into another sanctuary city and destroy it so I just want to tell Kelly Brough that I think you're a turd washing sack of and now everybody knows that you're outdated, long time manipulator. You are $474,000. When you really look at what you've done, Kelly, it's not much of nothing but bullshit and beg people to pay their dues so they can pay your salary, especially during the pandemic. That's when you guys want to know why she resigned, I want to know how much did she get? What was her retirement package? Because these girls, they bounce from one thing to another thing, and nobody holds them accountable. Now artificial intelligence will. So she might be able to say, I survived by outrunning my brothers so they wouldn't run me over with a snowplow. I mean, that's it, folks. That's her whole, everything she does is talk. Talk, 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 talk. And then when you pattern match them to her actual actions, you get me. Do at Kelly J. Brough. See what you see. Do hashtag Kelly J. Brough. See, I'm only an at guy. See, I survived the internet by outrunning fools like Kelly, who've been using the same bullshit long-time storyline by the same people. TEDx. Yeah, TEDx. Oh. Another worthless thing. I don't need to go join. She doesn't have anything. Her website she has, where is it? Why am I on the top? Oh, nobody looks at the videos. That's what their IT people are telling them. You know, he only got 1 or 2 views. You don't know what I got. My content's developed so that the bad guys, when they talk, I know that all their conversations are getting stored in the cloud. I know all their emails, all their conspiratorial bullshit, storylines, tag words. I indexed it all. So virtual machines already know these people would have to shut the fuck up, not raise any money, and not have any media talk about nothing. They just have to just not talk. If they could do that, they'd win. They'd have to just not talk about the elections. Because on January 1, it's really going to hit, folks. And see, I don't need to be mayor to clean the shit up. Isn't that beautiful? See, Kelly needs to be mayor because she won't have any other fucking job. No one's going to hire her. That's the problem, because she's tainted herself. When she went over to the and just look at her LinkedIn, another bullshit organization that's going to pay us some big money, man. These apps are coming into our city and taking money out to their city. Ain't going to happen. And I'm going to show everybody real time, right on TV, how we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and pre-program artificial intelligence using FCC regulated stations. And this is where they don't realize that every one of these FCC regulated stations are all indexed. And they're pattern matched to the host's words, matching the administrator's words, actions, emails, photos, videos, everything. Because we're now at a time where truth matters. And all the bullshit people that have been bullshitting everybody in the digital world is coming to an end. And when you look at this stuff right here, the hashtag, the @sign, those are the new handles. Those are the social symbols that people can now Google search and find out what the person really is all about. And so when media, FCC regulated, they have to be almost as pure as the driven snow. They can't bullshit. They can't anymore. And that's what this lesson is all about. Getting rid of people like Kelly and Debbie and Lisa Calderon and all these women that are fighting to be the first women, not giving a fuck about the murder rates. Just like New York City, just like Chicago. Their voting doesn't match the rhetoric that's in the city, the destruction, the decay. And so what happens is our adversaries that are in the IT, they start writing content about that. Because for them, they need a level playing field of honesty themselves so that they know who